Hello everyone, my name is Jo Valdelion and I'm from Lipa, Batangas. I'm now 66 years old. In 2018, I was diagnosed with breast cancer and had my mastectomy on the same year. Nasa Lipa Cathedral ako dahil Holy Wednesday nag-aayos kami ng altar of repose. When I got home, nung maligo ako, may nakita ko yung right breast ko naglalabas ng kulay pula. But I was committed to finish the Holy Week sa Lipa Cathedral kasi volunteer worker ako. I work there in official capacity. So, after ng Easter Sunday, Easter Monday, takbo na ako sa ospital. I went to the cousin of my husband, si Dr. Eric Villa, and I was told to undergo mammography. The mammography result came immediately after, and it was confirmed that I had 2 tumors in my right breast. So, sabi niya, Jo, ipabiopsy natin. Wednesday, bumalik ako for biopsy. Ang sabi kagad sa akin nung radiologist na Villa din, kapatid din ni Dr. Eric Villa, ate, nag-iisa ka ba? Sabi ko, oo. Sabi niya, bakit? Dapat may kasama kasi babiopsy kayo. Sabi ko, no need, malapit lang naman ang bahay ko. So, I underwent the biopsy. Masakit pala yun. Afterwards, pinahatid ako dito sa bahay. Sabi sa akin, ang biopsy result will come a week later. So, yung agony of waiting ng 1 week, that was very, very, very difficult. Kasi, hindi mo alam kung ano resulta. Hindi ko alam. Pero, kumapit ako sa pagdadasal lang. Na ang sabi ko sa Panginoon, kung ano magiging result no, just to keep me strong. Kasi hindi ako umiyak eh. Since sabihing may tumor ako, hindi ko magawang umiyak. Hindi ako natakot. Ang worry ko lang, nag-worry ako, I will admit, because my husband, baka hindi niya kayanin kasi he's quite weak. Tapos inintay ko yung 1 week na yon. Yung aunt ko na very close ako, sinabi ko ang totoo na nag-iintay ako ng result, but I did not tell anyone else. Tapos binigyan niya ako ng mga prayers, mga ganon. One time, nagising ako on my 5th day na pag-iintay kasi after 7 days lalabas yung result. Kinausap ko ang Panginoon, sabi ko kung ano man to, just make me strong and my husband strong. But if it's going to be the end for me, ang hiling ko lang magpababayaan ng husband ko. Yun lang. Ako okay lang kung kunin na ako ngayon dahil ganun talaga, everybody goes. Okay. And I've had a good life. The Lord has been very good to me. On Tuesday, tumawag dito yung secretary, sabi, Ate Jo, punta ka. Tinatawag akong ate doon sa hospital kasi yung owner ng hospital saka yung doctor ko, kamag-anak. Punta ka na dito. Sabi ko, bakit may result na yung biopsy? Meron na. Punta ako. I called my sister-in-law who also lives here in Lipa. Sabi ko, sundan mo ako sa Villa Hospital. Hindi niya alam, she doesn't know why. Basta sabi ko, sundan mo ako sa clinic ni Dr. Villa. Pagdating ko doon, sabi sa akin Dr. Villa, Jo, confirmed, meron kang 2 tumors sa right breast. Honestly, wala akong naramdaman. Walang shock, walang galit, walang takot. Sabi ko lang, anong gagawin natin? Tuesday ngayon, check-in ka dito ng Friday. Mastectomy kita ng Saturday. This week? Oh, magkano? Handa ka ng 250 to 3. Okay, schedule mo ako. Ha? Sabi niya, schedule mo na ako. Hindi mo sabihin kay Nani, yung husband ko. Pag uwi ko na, sabihin ko. Pero yun ang decision ko. Dumating yung sister-in-law ko. Narinig yun. Ano yun? Sabi ko, papa-opera ako Saturday. Anong opera? Kinuwento ko na. She cried. Huwag ka umiyak. May solution naman eh. May doktor. Tsaka may pambayad. Sabi ko, tara na. My house, from the hospital to my house, is about on a leisurely walk, 15 minutes walk. Pero dadaanan namin ang Lipa Cathedral. Sabi ko, daan tayo sa katedral, dadasal muna ako. I prayed. While praying, tinawagan pala niya husband ko, who's my brother, older brother. Sabi nung, pagkatapos ko magdasal, sabi niya, kausapin ka nung husband niya. Ay ko, bakit? ano nangyari ganun? Kinuwento ko na ganito ang situation ko, ganun. Operahin ako Saturday. Obviously, he was shocked. As anyone else. Ako lang yata hindi na shock. Honestly, walang shock na naramdaman. Kasi parang prepared yung kalooban ko eh. Tapos tinuwag ako husband ko. Sabi ko, Dad, magbakasyon ka sa starting Friday. Sabi niya, bakit? Papamastectomy ako Saturday. Hindi siya kumibo. I know he was shocked. Uwi na ako. Sige, uwi ka na. Pagdating dito, niyakap niya ako, umiyak siya. Sabi ko, anong nakakaiyak doon? May cancer ka. Oo, may cancer ako, pero hindi sinabing mamamatay ako. Ang sabi lang, may cancer ako. Ganun kasi ang mindset ko eh. Tapos sabi niya, are you okay? Well, I'll be fine. Tatanggalin na eh. Sabi ko gano'n. Sabi niya, baka nagtatapang-tapangan ka lang. I have to. Kasi kung magbe-breakdown ako, what good will it do? Wala, di ba? Sabi ko sa kanya. Tinawag namin yung mga kapatid niya. Kasi we live in a compound with his relatives. Sinabi ko, lahat sila nag-iyakan. Sabi ko, nung iniiyak nyo, igagamutin nga ako. Sabi, ate, cancer yan. Kasi prior to that, 2 years prior to that, namatay yung sister-in-law ko. Pero ovarian cancer naman yan. Tapos di sabi kong ganun eh. So, I will prepare myself for the surgery. I did. Nagdasal ako yung time sa yun. Nagpunta ako sa cathedral, in-endorse ko yung mga trabaho ko. Sabi nung priest doon, ba't saka pupunta, Jo? Magche-check-in po ako sa Saturday, papamastectomy ako. Ano? Ganyan mo lang tinetake yun? Ang tapang mo naman. Hindi ho tapang to. Palagay lang ho ang loob ko. Kasi, ang feeling ko lang, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So, kung tatanungin niyo ako, did I go through anxiety? Yes, nag-worry ako. Hindi ako ipokrita. Nag-worry ako. Kaya lang, tiningnan ko ang sarili ko na napakaswerte. Kasi when it happened at the time na I'm financially well off. I've seen patients na naghagilap pa ng pera para makapagpa-opera. Ako nung sabihin sa akin ganong amount, go. Hindi ko sinasabing mayaman ako. I'm just okay. Tapos sabi pa ng husband ko, Ma, sagot ng PLDT because I used to work for PLDT as a training consultant until I retired. My husband still with PLDT. Sagot ng company, 75%. Yun pala eh. Tumawag ako sa eldest brother ko sa Chicago. Sinabi ko, kaya ako sinasabi sa iyo to kuya, kasi kung ano man mangyari sa akin, baka sisihin nyo si Nani, yung husband ko. Sabi niya, hindi ako makakauwi. Pero obviously, he was devastated. I'm sending you money. Yung mga kapatid sa Amerika, nagpadalang pera. Sabi ko, hindi ko makailangan. Okay lang ako. Hindi kami makakauwi. Pero para komportable ka. Okay. So, I was thankful for that. Again, bakit hindi ako nag-depression? May nalaman ako kasi yung isang auntie ng husband ko, sabi niya kasi, breast cancer din. You go through 5 stages of yung mayroong anxiety, mayroong depression, mayroong denial, may mga ganun. I did not go through all of that. Kasi I refuse to go through all of those. I focused on telling myself, you are still very lucky. Because you have the means, you have the right doctors. Kasi ang nag-opera sa akin, pinsan ng husband ko na Germany trained, kinuha niyang assistant, si Dr. Mateo Bagsik lang naman, na personal doctor ni Manny Pacquiao, who's from Ibaan, Batangas. I was in good hands. Na-depressed ba ako? No. Because I refused to be depressed. You know what I did? Nanood ako ng K-drama. You might laugh. Why? It made me happy. Nag-enjoy ako. Nanonood ako ng kultura ng Korea. Nanonood ako ng mga bagay na nakakapagpalakas ng loob ko. Nanood ako ng mga Korean drama na masaya. Nanood ako ng mga nakaka-depress na Korean drama at sinabi ko sa sarili ko, ang swerte ko pala. Kasi ganito ang buhay ko. I found someone who loves me so much. I found a family who embraced me. I consider myself so blessed. So, question of the depressed? No. Question of nagalit? No. Question of nagkaroon ng worry? Yes, I did worry for a while. After the mastectomy, ang hertunyo ko was perfect. Positive, negative. Ang margins ng tumor ko, hindi lumabas ang cancer sa margins ng tumor ko. I was told by Dr. Bagsik, you don't need chemo, you don't need radiation. How lucky am I? I'm on my 6th year now. No one can say that I am a cancer patient, that I'm battling cancer now. I'm on hormonal therapy hanggang ika-10th year. I'm on my 6th year now. And what is the luckiest thing that happened to me? I met Dr. Hoson. Pinakilala siya ng kaibigan ko. Kasi noon yung doctor ko dito, pinipilit mag-chemo ako. Sinabihan na ako ng isang doctor ko, di mo kailangan mag-chemo. So, naghanap ako ng ibang doctor. I found Dr. Hoson. And he agreed, I don't need chemo. And my rule is this. I will not let breast cancer define me until the end. So, I hope this video can inspire my cancer patients that there is hope. Just find the right doctor and have the right attitude. Thank you, and I hope to meet all of you on my 10th year.